Hi there, welcome back to JD's Dashcam. Today I have the solar wireless backup camera from Foxpark. This is the Solar 3 model. I'm going to go over the specs. I'm going to go over the monitor settings. I'm also going to show you step by step the multiple ways on how to install this wireless backup camera into your vehicle. But stay tuned to the end where I'll be putting this into a backup test. Alright, so let's get into the specs here. The Solar wireless backup camera has a 5-inch HD 1080p monitor. Now this is a quick installation. All you have to do is just simply put it on top of your license plate and screw in the license plate back. That's how simple it is. But in case you have a unique situation, don't worry about it. In my step-by-step installation, I will show you everything that you need. Now, since this is solar powered, it is a true wireless backup camera, which means there is no wires from your backup camera to your monitor. And the solar power panel is charging the 3350 mAh battery. If you buy the dual camera option, you have two cameras, one for the rear and one for the front if needed. Or you could put the second monitor to watch your children and pets, or inside a horse trailer to watch your animals. But again, there's multiple ways to do that. Now, since this is a 1080p monitor, you'll get a better image in the daytime and nighttime. And we talked about how solar powered, which means it's installed outside, which means it's waterproof, anti-snowproof, sunproof, and of course, dustproof. And of course, the standard way is to install the wireless backup camera on top of your license plate. But if you can't because of unique situations, then you could always install it on the bottom. And again, I'll show you how to do that. Now, this is everything that it comes with. And one of the main things I like is right here, this anti-theft screw, which is screwed onto the top of the solar power panel to the bracket. The only way to take it out is if you need an Allen wrench to take it out. If you have to install the wireless backup camera on the bottom of your license plate, you're going to need this double-sided tape, in which again, it is provided for you. The reason is because most license plates do not have screws on the bottom of their license plate. It has a 5-inch monitor, charging cable, and this cable here is going to be needed during low light conditions or during the winter when there's not much sun. And in case you need this, is that you could always attach this to the side of the solar panel. Then you'll be able to charge your solar wireless camera. Then you got your mount you could put on your dashboard or your window shield. My recommendation is to utilize the window shield. Your user manual. And what I like about this solar wireless camera here is that it's all in one unit. The camera, the base, the solar panel is all together. So if you purchase dual camera options, this will help you with your parallel parking or reverse parking into tight areas. Now, my installation will be using it on a sedan, but of course you could also put them on SUVs, pickup trucks, box trucks, minivans, and trailers. For SUV, you can have on the front or back or inside to watch your pets or children. And your pickup truck as well, front and back, or even on top if needed. For your box truck, again, front and back, and even on the top of the box truck, so when you're reversing in, or you can have one inside as well. For a minivan, front and back, or for inside for your children. And for your trailer, you could put one in front and back, or you could also put one over here on this side of the trailer. And then, if needed, you could put one inside the boat, wherever you have pulling. There's multiple ways where you could put this. Now, this is weather resistance, and the battery's working power is -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is what I like here. I like the adjustable work time. So what this is when you press the button like right here to reverse, it'll give you 45 seconds until the monitor turn off, 60 seconds or 90 seconds. It's pretty much up to you depending on your backing up conditions. If you have box trucks or trailers, you might want to leave it on 90 seconds. If you're just simple reversing in, then 45 seconds. But it gives you multiple options for what you need. And again, we talked about the two ways, solar power or micro USB. And what I like about this power cord here is that this is the button you press to turn on your solar wireless backup camera. But it also comes with an extra USB-A slot to install your cell phone or other device. And then this is a little layout of the menu. And I'm going to go over each settings on how to do this. During low light times or during the winter, when you need to charge the backup camera, all you have to do is remove the rubber latch from the side here. And inside is a micro USB port. Simply plug in the micro USB cable that came with the backup camera. To operate the monitor, there are 3 buttons on the right side. There is an up button, there's an M button, and there's a down button. Now the M button is the menu button. Hitting the menu button is also to confirm your choice and also to return. The up button is to move forward or to increase a selection. The down button is to go back or to decrease a selection. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the menu on the side. So I'm going to hit the side menu. All right, now you compare it. In case it unpairs, you could do that. And when it says pair, we're going to hit menu again, camera 1, there. So what I'm going to do now is go to the back and press the pairing button one time. All right, so now it's pairing. So we got to wait for it to turn off and then we'll press the button. All right, it's off. So now I'm going to press the button and it should be paired. There it is already. And that's how you pair the backup camera to the monitor. All right, get the menu back again. There it is. Just use the arrows to go up. And then here you want to hit the menu button again. Whoop, let's do that. All right, we're going to hit the menu again. And here now you could do brightness or contrast. So here we could go up if needed. Whoop. All right, we went to contrast, and now we can use the arrows to go up or down to whatever we need. All right, we're gonna hit the menu again, and hit the menu again. I'm gonna go arrow down. I'm gonna hit the menu button again. And now we could do brightness if we need to. But actually it was too bright. But actually the brightness is great, but we're gonna go ahead and increase it again. Using the up arrow. Oh yeah, I like that. That's brighter, especially at night, you're gonna need that. All right, so we're gonna go back to the menu. I'm gonna go to the right one more time. I'm gonna hit the up button. Here I am. I'm gonna hit the menu to get in there. And okay, this is in case you need to mirror it. But mine's is over here on the right, so I'm good. This is in case you had to mount the camera in a unique way. All right, so let me show you what that is. So we're gonna hit menu. We're already in the control. We're gonna hit mirror already. We're gonna hit menu to get in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and arrow down. And now you can see the vehicle move to the left side, but it's actually on the right side over here. That's where it's at. So we're gonna get back in there. Gonna hit menu again. And now we're gonna go hit menu again. We're gonna put the down arrow and we're gonna hit menu to make sure it takes it. All right, it's good. Get back into menu. Now I'm gonna go upside down, hit menu, arrow down, and you can see how it flipped it upside down. This is in case, again, if you mounted the camera in a unique way. All right, so let's get back in there. Again, arrow down. Whoop, I'm gonna go back in there. Hit menu, arrow down. Perfect, that's where we want it. All right, let's get back in the menu. Oh, let's go up. Reverse time. Now this is when you reverse and you press the button, like how long do you want it? 60 seconds is 1 minute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in there, hit menu. We're gonna arrow to the right. There it is, 90 seconds, that's what we want. So we're gonna hit menu and it accepts it. Let's get in there to make sure, and it's on 90. That's what we want it at. Next one, hit menu, grid line. Whoop, went the wrong way. Hit menu to get in there. Now this is in case you want the grid lines off or on. So let's hit menu. What? Okay, arrow down to turn them off. And the grid lines are off. But I want them on. So let's get back in there. Menu, arrow down, on. There, they're back on. I want those. This in case you don't want them. All right, menu, arrow down, whoop, arrow up. That is to reset all the settings if you want to do that. We don't want to do that. We set up everything. And I'm not sure if you can see that there, but there's actually a status line of how the monitor is working. This is like your cell phone signal. If the battery power status has a small thin line, that is less than 20%. If it has one full bar, that is 40%, 2 bars is 70%, and of course 3 bars is 100% fully charged. Now, before you start the installation, what you want to do is grab the micro USB port, and there's an opening on the side here, and you plug it in there, and then you plug this into one of your chargers or one of your cell phone chargers. You just plug this USB-A in there, and you want to do is charge this first. You want to charge this fully before you install it on your license plate. All right, so one of the first things you want to do is go ahead and remove the bolts for your license plate. Now, if you do have a special cover, you could still use the cover for your license plate. So the way this works is you get your license plate and you put this right in front where the camera's facing the back. And of course, remove the protective tab on there as well. And in the back, you can see where it's going to be right in there. It's going to hit right into those bolts where you could put them right in there. So let's go ahead and install that. So the camera won't be in the way. You could do is move this to your left, and right here is where you could start installing the bolt, and then you could come down. Now when you screw this in, don't screw this all the way in until the end. Now you can move the camera to your right, and there you have your bolt. All right, now position where you want. And I think right there is going to be perfect. All right, it's installed. Remove the protective tab, get your camera, and face it towards the bottom. On backup cameras, when you have dash cams, you have them pretty much facing towards the back straight. Here you want to go down because you want to see when you're backing up, you want to see how much space you have. So you want it facing down. And once you get the monitor installed, you can adjust this to where needed. Okay, so what if you finish installing this, then you realize to open up the hatch, you have to put your fingers right here, but you can't because this is in the way. That's when we need to install it upside down. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do is take this off and we'll start that process. So I got the license plate with the frame. Then position it like we did the last time. But when we do that, we're going to have the adhesive on the actual frame, and this is going to go on the vehicle itself. The reason we're going to use the double-sided adhesive is because most vehicles do not have license plate screws or bolts on the bottom of the license plate. Therefore, you have to use the provided double-sided adhesive. Or if you like, you could purchase the magnetic license plate holder by Foxpark. And this will hold your license plate securely to the vehicle, and you could easily transfer it from one vehicle to another. And this is a double-sided adhesive. So you take one part out, the white part, and you put it against the black here. And then when you're done, the red part, you take that strip off, which I guess will be really like this. You take the red part off, and then you push it on there like that. And then you push it on there. So let me clean this part up first. Let's make sure this is clean. The first thing I'm going to do is take off the white adhesive part. There's adhesive, and I'm going to take this off. So the next thing you want to do is get your license plate and put it right back on there with the holder itself. But don't tighten it all the way. Then you're going to get your backup camera with the adhesive, and you're just going to push it right behind there. And what you want to do is pretty much line up the holes in there and make sure it's centered with the license plate as well. Okay, it's good. I'm just going to simply push back on the license plate. Push back on there. And you're pretty much just trying to get the frame part itself. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take the top part off. And the reason I did that, if you have a license plate holder, you want to make sure that you have enough distance from the hole on top to the bottom. That's why you want to make sure the frame is under as well. All right, now we can just go ahead and push it back in. All right, now that's done, we could go ahead and put everything back. And when you put it back, you can see how everything's lined up perfectly. That's why you make sure the holder is in the license plate. Get your camera, face it completely all the way back down. And now this part's ready. Now, my step-by-step takes a little bit longer because I'm videotaping and I'm going slow to show you how to do it. But once you do this process, you could probably do it within 3 minutes or less. It's that simple and it's that fast. All right, now we're ready to install the monitor to the window shield. And looking at your dashboard, you want this centered right here. So what we want to do is actually we're going to install it right here in the middle, and that way the driver could see it, but because they could always position it towards them to the left if needed. So just make sure that the window shield is clean on the inside. Then you get your monitor with the mount already installed and the cables loose, protective coverings off of the screen, and the protective coverings off from the adhesive. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to position this low on the window shield. And we're going to try to center it. That's not centered. We're going to pull that off. All right, we're going to go center here and to the window shield and just push in without breaking the monitor. Just push in. It's fine. You want to put it for at least 30 seconds to a minute. Just get it in there. Push the adhesive to the window shield. Then when you're ready, you can push the lever down to secure the mount to the window shield. All right, got it there. Holding the mount, I'm going to adjust this to where it needs to be, and then I'm going to push it towards the driver's side a little bit, and then I'm going to tighten up the tiny knob in the back. All right, there it goes. All right, now we're ready to put the cables together, and you got 2 circle ends, and all you have to do is just push them together and turn, and it'll go right in. And that one just went straight in like that. And we're going to use the end of the window shield to install the wire in there, so that way it's not coming towards the front of the dashboard. Now for a normal dash cam, we go to the passenger side, so that's the route I'm going to go. Push the wire on this side. All right, I got the wire, and I'm going to go to the end. You can see how it kind of moves up and down. That means there's space in between, so that's where you could put the wire. And you see how the wire is going inside and is disappearing. Now even this is a little thicker than the wire. Again, all you got to do is just push it in. All right, I'm going to continue with that. Push in the wire more. Just keep pushing until you don't see the wire no more. But the weight of the wire is pulling it out here. So we're going to do something different in just a moment. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up this part here. In order to do that, you got to take the weather strip out. And all you got to do is just get a good grip and pull out, and it'll come right out of there. There you go. It's not going to hurt it. It's just going to give it some room to loosen this area up. You see how I could put that in there now? See how that's moving? And that's all you got to do. So now if I put the wire here, if I pinch it in there, it's going to hold the wire where it won't come out on this side here. So I'm just going to keep pushing the wire in. Now if you have one of these, it'll be great to push them in there. If you don't have one of these, you could also use like a credit card, a gift card, or something to push that in there. And of course you don't want to use your credit cards, but if you have a gift card or anything plastic, you could just use that to push this in there. Let me see we do it where you could see it what I'm doing. All right, I'm just going to push that in there. It's kind of like guiding it in there. You see how it's going in there? With the credit card, you'll be able to go in there too. I'm sorry, a gift card. And then this slack, you could either pull it out on this side, or you could just simply push it behind in there. You might have to just work with it a little bit till it gets all in there. And then here, again, you want to just push down. All right, just a little bit at the end. All right, so now we're going to do, whoop, is that the wire? Oh, no, it's not the wire. Okay, I thought it was the wire right here. It's actually the dashboard. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just put the weather strip back. And depending on your vehicle, is different for all vehicles to put this back. So all you got to do is just follow the lining and push it in, and it'll go right in. All right, there it goes. Again, every car is different on this. So now we're going to work on this side here. Okay, now we're here with the cord, and all you're going to do is just simply push this inside the weather strip with your hand. Just push it in there. Again, if you have that gift card or any type of plastic that's a little hard but it won't scratch your dashboard, you could just simply just push that in there. There it goes. It's going in there. There it goes. Get back in there. I'm going to push this with my hand down. There it goes. And now this kick plate, you're just going to wrap it all around the kick plate there. All right, let's go on the inside. All right, you can see where I kind of wrapped it around this kick plate, and we're going to go behind this carpet. So get all the slack you have and push it towards this side, the left side over here, towards the middle of the dashboard, or the center console really. You're just going to push that in there, get some of that slack back. Again, put it behind the carpet, not behind your floor mats, but behind the carpet. All right, I'm going to continue pushing it behind. You can see that there's no wire visible. So what we want to do is go ahead and plug in the power supply to the power socket. All right, going to open up the power socket here and then push this in there. All right, we got it in there. All right, so let's continue. So what we're going to do is just get the cord and we're going to push it back. And anything you can find to pinch the cord in will be great. That way it could keep the cord in a certain area. And right here, I see this opening here. So this is where we could probably tuck in the cord. Push the cord down so it goes straight. And then all this slack, I'm going to push it right underneath here, back here. So let me continue routing it from the back side here. And then just push the cord basically inside, all the cord inside here. And just keep pushing it all behind here. And then we're going to use this to pinch the cord in and push that open a little bit. And then we're going to go down. Then you see the cord up. We're going to do just push it down, but then that cord comes up. So we got to tighten it up somewhere here. I'm going to use this to make it tight there. All right. Eventually the heat is going to bring this wire down. But right now it's not hot, so it's still firm from the being wrapped. So, but eventually the heat is going to bring this down. All right, so there's no cord visible all the way to the top. All right, all the way. There's no cord visible. Now, the easy way would have just been going straight down here and plug it in there. But we don't want that. We don't want to see any cords in the way. And with JD dash cams, we always hide the wires. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on. All right, now we're ready to start the vehicle. Car is on. All right, now let's see what happens here. There it is. So now what we got to do is flip the image. We're going to go to our menus. We're going to go arrow up to mirror and up, hit menu. We're going to go up, the arrow key, hit menu. and we're going to hit up, arrow up. There it is. And we're going to hit menu again, and it's in the right side. Now it's right side up. All right, so we went ahead and installed it upside down, and we fixed the screen. All right, so let's test these grid lines, and let's put it in reverse. All right, we see the green. We don't see the bumper. All we see is the edge of the screen. All right, right now we're on green, and I still see there's distance. I don't see my bumper, so I know I'm still good. So I'm gonna keep going, and we're gonna go a little bit more right there. So now let's go see what the distance is. So between the backup camera and the car, there's about 18 inches. So this is actually good when you're parking. Now, if this video was helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that from you. If you're interested in this product, I'll put links in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos, because I got more videos of backup cameras, dash cams, and installations. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.